바다로 가지 않을래? 아니면 푸른 잔디를 침대 삼아 함께 누울래? 파란 하늘 아래 천천히 너에게 다가갈게. 너의 손을 잡으며 그렇게 우리는 시작해. For summer is for falling in love. 해가 질 때까지 함께 해줄 수.
Head west toward McKinney Street.
From the soil we've come, in the light we've run, through the cadence of spring. We planted a dream, with time flying by, trying to hold on for life. Every sunrise again, don't wanna miss it. Tall evergreens, morning birds sing, the smell of the air before the dawn, the glow of the sky, bright in our eyes, leading us on before it's gone. Leading us on before it's gone. Through the forest we roam, where our wild hearts were formed, and the seeds we sown are coming in bloom now. Tall evergreens, morning birds sing, the smell of the air before the dawn, the glow of the sky, bright in our eyes, leading us on before it's gone. Leading us on before it's gone.
by Stevie Wonder. It was sampled by Coolio, and it was parodied by Weird Al. On that, you heard Sergeant Seth Parrish. Yeah, am I wrong? Hey, so one of the things I love about this group is we get. Thank you.
He walks alone and whistles low. The stranger, he walks alone. The stranger. The stranger, the stranger, the stranger. He whistles low.
가지 않을래? 아니면 푸른 잔디를 침대 삼아 함께 누울래? 파란 하늘 아래 천천히 너에게 다가갈게. 너의 손을 잡으며 그렇게 우리는 시작해. For summer is for falling in love. 해가 질 때까지 함께 해줄 수 있겠니? 솜사탕과 같은 구름은 네 눈에 비춰지겠지. 설레는 마음처럼 우리의 잔은 서로를 향해 언젠가 찾아올 이별은 생각하지 않아도 돼. For summer is for falling in love. 곧 스쳐 지나가겠지. 마치 하루가 끝날 쯤 노을의 마지막 숨결처럼 오늘의 열기가 겨울도 막아줄 수 있을까. 너의 웃음소리를 간직하며 오늘을 추억할게. For summer is for falling in love. 다 하던데 Summer is for falling in love. I heard about you long before we met. You're winsome and you're young, at least that's what they said. Underneath your glitter and your gold, you can't deny the fact that you are growing old. You have 1,000 eyes that never fall asleep. Someday I will leave you when I've had enough of your beauty. I haven't gotten used to your scent. I'm certain you have had another cigarette. Nothing could prepare me for your style. The way your laughter seemed to go for miles and miles. You have 1,000 eyes that never fall asleep. Someday I will leave you when I've had enough of your beauty. Doopy-doop-boom-bo-ee-da-dum-ee-dum-ba-dum. Doopy-doop-boom-ba-dum-ba-dum-doo-dum. Doopy-doop-boom-bo-ee-da-dum-ee-dum-ba-dum. Doopy-doop-boom-ba-dum-ba-dum-doo-dum. You have 1,000 eyes that never fall asleep. Maybe I will never leave you when I'm in love with your beauty. Oh, for now you can rest easy. Oh. Because for now